We were muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
No, they just hear me through your thing.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me fix my camera. Yep. So you can see. Look how cool that looks. Okay. Let me make it like that. There we go. We got Bear 11 and Dan.
Right on, boy.
Sup? Okay. So this is a psychic reading one because I just came from a psychic development class, which is awesome. I'm gonna go over a little of the detail about that before I just start readings. So it was at a store that I used to go to a lot, but they moved locations, and this is like their new old place. Like they had a store in the back somewhere, and now they're like in that front area. So it was like the same area they had a store before. But anyway, then there was a lot of people, like 2, 4, 6, 8. That was 11 of us.
It was a pretty big class, huh?
Including like the teacher and me and stuff. Yeah. And like everyone already knew each other because everyone goes to like every class apparently. So like we're just the 2 newbie people, and me and my friend, and it was pretty awesome. First we just talk about random stuff like, I don't know, if anyone had any questions, they would go over that stuff, go over like basic stuff, whatever, right? And then it was a 2-hour class, so it made sense to start slow. Then first of all, it was like the not attic, but it was like a room upstairs of the store. It's like where they do rituals and stuff, and there was so many different altars. There was an effing Hecate altar, there was Aphrodite altar, there was dolls, a whole doll corner of like haunted dolls, but only good spirits in those dolls. There was a Day of the Dead, like Santa Muerte altar. There was a gnome on the ceiling painted right across from me. Sup, Kaiju Kitty. Yeah, there was a gnome for Earth. So they have this the elements and the directions painted on the walls for the rituals. They had a fat cat, which was so cute and so nice. There's a haunted doll that they kept hidden because apparently she's mean. I was gonna say the B word, but they say like she'll pinch you if you're mean.
Really?
Yeah, that was about the meanest they had in the store, was just that she was sassy, and that she liked men because she liked the store owner's husband. So if she was like in an argument with the husband, the doll would like get angry at her and like pinch her, because the doll liked her husband so much. It was funny. The dolls were awesome, and I want them. They're like, they look like porcelain dolls, like probably like 12 to 16 inches.
Yeah.
Like beautiful ass dolls with nice ass dresses. And I was like, what are these dolls? I need them. But not those specifically. They have multiple spirits in them, she said. And she said anything with a face can harbor a spirit. Your pets, photos. She's like, My Little Pony. She's like, whenever I give my kid toys, I always say like, only the spirit of My Little Pony can be in this. Like, this is so funny because I was literally just coloring My Little Ponies earlier today. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then so we started reading the doll's energy.
Okay.
We had pendulums. We all got a pendulum. Oh, so yeah, when we all got, a lot of us didn't bring our own pendulums, right? So she's like, just go downstairs and grab a pendulum. And we're like, okay. So we all go downstairs. And then, of course, I'm the last one to grab a pendulum. And everyone's walking back upstairs, and I'm downstairs by myself. And I literally feel like I'm not by myself, but I'm like, I know I'm by myself. I feel like 2 people behind me as I'm walking, and I'm like being hurried upstairs. And so when I get upstairs, I was like, I felt like I wasn't the only person downstairs. And she's like, oh yeah, the place is like super haunted with like not Civil War, Revolutionary War, like the British and stuff. Like apparently like that's where they ate horses. Like the soldiers would eat horses because they were starving. And like the cannons were being like built next door or stolen, something like that. It was weird. And then so she's like, oh yeah, there's tons of like Revolutionary War soldiers around here. It's like, I don't know what it was, but there was like, it felt like a dude energy behind me, like rushing me upstairs. So she's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here. They had something with a demon attached to it in their old shop, but that's no longer anywhere near this shop. It was a crucifix, a really nice crucifix. She was saying that was possessed.
Really?
By she said like a little girl was like bad stuff done to her from her like dad and brother, and the cross saw it, so they think the cross is like possessed because it was kept. You know, you remember the store, the old store, how it was configured with the crystals room in the back?
Oh yeah.
That table, or I think wherever Saint Michael was, the cross was kept under the table. And the one girl said she heard knocking 3 times from the table where it was, because it got mad and they had to like ward it and stuff like that. So it wouldn't. She's like, ever since I did that again, it hasn't done anything else. And it sucks because they saying how beautiful it is and everything. This is from the 1800s or something.
Yeah.
Dang, I wouldn't go to that store. No, that was the old store, and you could feel absolutely nothing when walking through the store. But she put, because when it was in the store, she put it like the most nicest place, like under the St. Michael statue and everything like that. But it's not in the new store, so the new store is awesome. I mean, besides the ghost presence I felt, but it was at night, so I literally just came back for like an hour ago. What's up, Menjoza? Anyway, so yeah, we started reading the dolls, and immediately I got one of the dolls was like, hey you, hi. Like, it was that kind of energy. That's like what I heard in my head, like trying to get my attention, and then when I like acknowledged it, it was like, hi. Like a very young, hyper kid energy.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. And then that's why I said, like, Amber got that too. She's like, I got a very young, like, thing. But then we were getting so many different answers. She's like, oh yeah, this one probably has 7 spirits. Last time we asked, it said it has 7 spirits in this one doll. Yeah, and then she had a nun doll, because she went to school with nuns, I guess. And everyone got the same, like, oh, this is very calming, nice doll energy, the nun.
Okay.
She's like, some people don't like the nun doll. I was like, I think that's just because they don't like nuns. I was like, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, I think it's just because they don't like nuns that they don't like this doll, because this doll was very nice, like it had a sweet face. Oh, and the doll moves before our very eyes as well, the first doll, not the nun. So I noticed it, but it was so subtle, like I couldn't have, you know. But I noticed its eyes move. The eyes were just like so blue. There was no white in it. They were just like deep ass blue. And when they turned it to me, or I turned it around because I didn't see, like, we were in a circle, so they had it facing the other group.
Okay.
And hold on, Dan, I'll get to that question. It's a pretty good question. Oh yeah, so the doll was facing the girls across from me, right?
Okay.
At first. And I could see the part in the hair because it had 2 pigtails. And then the girl on the right, who was like a shop owner, or like she works close friends with the store owner, she's like, oh, her head moved. And we're all just like, what? And she's like, yeah, I could see her eye more than usual. More than I did before you put, like, when you put it down. And then I was looking at it, I was like, hold on, the part in the hair does look off kilter, like from when I was looking before, you know?
Okay.
So I was like, I definitely caught that. Like, I didn't watch it happen, but I definitely noticed a difference after she said that. I was like, I thought I was just having crazy, bitch. Because, like, the part in the hair was more turned.
Okay.
Because it wasn't facing me. Then when they turned it, and I saw that face, it was like deep-ass blue eyes. First of all, I've never seen a doll that didn't have white in his eyes. It was just blue. And it had, like, a weird little smirk, too. Like, a little smile, but, like, odd. So it's like in the shadow, it could look like it was smiling or whatever. And then the guy there, the only guy there, was
And
like,
you said these are all good dolls, they're not good things.
everything's good, yeah. And who's that bitch?
Even though it look creepy?
The smile.
Okay.
Who are you coloring now?
Basically their version of Wonder Woman. I'm trying to get it out the way, it's taking up most of the picture.
And Joseph said, what are you coloring tonight, Tony?
The Crime Syndicate. So I finished Ultraman,
That's what they're...
Owlman. I think this is Supergirl, what her name is. And then I'm going to do the Green Lantern dude next. I want to get her out the way. Because then I got the Flash, Green Lantern, Sunfire, and another one, the comic that's small. Which you think they'll ever realize one.
Well, how do you know what color she is?
I'm just guessing because I don't want to. Most of them are all in black, and I don't want to make.
But that looks like legit Superman.
What?
That looks like legit Superman.
Because there's one picture where he looks like Superman.
Oh.
Yeah, and I just like that color scheme I did with.
So you're just coloring what you want.
At this point.
Yeah.
I'm taking liberties.
That's what I do with the My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the doll, it did look a bit creepy, but like in a cute way, if that makes sense. You know? So anyway, the guy asked the doll, "Can I pick you up?" And it picks it up. And when he lifts it up, I think it was because of the shadow though. Like it looked like it smiled more. Like it was, he like held it above his head, like a little kid.
Even if it was shadow, it's still good.
It did look like it smiled more. Like very subtly. And then so it was just so cool. It's so funny too because I haven't been obsessed with dolls like that, especially like 16-inch probably in nice dresses, like fabric dresses and all that stuff for a while. But I'm like, where do you buy those? I haven't even seen those before, like in person. And then she just had a whole corner of all of them, and I'm just like, oh, those are the dolls I want. But I think she said at least one of them was gotten by someone who just has haunted stuff.
Okay.
So I guess she bought it off eBay for haunted stuff. I don't know, but she said everything's good in it. And so we read that. Everyone was getting different answers. She said there's like 7 different spirits in that one, so it was kind of hard to tell. But a lot of us got a very like young spirit that likes attention.
When she says stuff like that, do you buy it?
It's so funny because it's so hard, like, to tell sometimes.
You're very cynical when it comes to like.
Oh, I am so. That's part of the reason why it took me how long have I been practicing witchcraft, and I don't want to be amongst the people because the egos that spiritual people have are insane, like insane. They think they know everything. Is oh yeah, that's that. Like it was so funny. It made me laugh. Like one of the girls was like, "Oh, that's definitely this," and I'm just like.
How the hell do you know?
Exactly, like it's just so funny because like you got to be so like you need a bullshit meter like military grade good, you know, to be able to like maneuver the spiritual community because like and everyone just thinks they know this shit, they know everything. You're there for a couple of years, then all of a sudden you're like you can tell which ones were the people that were there a while because of their egos.
Yeah.
Because it's not like effing Christianity where you have to get rid of your ego or anything like that. Like, it's just like, that's what they were saying. The only thing I lacked was confidence in my abilities. They're saying. Yeah. So hold on. Let me go through the comments. Dan said, how do you think the Archangel Michael can protect multiple people all over the world at one time? Probably because space and time don't exist.
Well,
the doll was on that spice melange, Menjosa said. Bear 11 said, I would say the prayer to Saint Michael every time before going out on a mission while I was deployed. And it worked because you're here, Bear 11.
Oh, yeah.
Kaiju said, Ultraman. Are you literally coloring the pussy right now?
I don't want you to say, I don't want to say yes, but yeah.
You want me to do it?
I'm good. I got it, don't worry.
Ultraman pretty much has the same colors as Superman.
Yeah. I'm proud of this owl, man. He came out pretty fucking good.
That's not my Ultraman, though. My Ultraman is silver and red, and he fights giant alien monsters. Kaiju.
Oh, I know. He's talking about that Japanese one.
Oh. That is what I say about Gamora when talking about mutant turtles. Gamora, and Joseph said. Gamera isn't technically mutant, though, Kaiju said. Dan says that's a good answer. Thank you. I know it's probably a cop-out answer, but that's what I got right now. But it probably is because like we are so small, so time looks like big to us.
Okay.
You know, it's like an ant. Like a little speck on the pavement is probably huge to them because they're so small, and the speck is small. No, the speck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but like to us, they're like right next to each other. You know, so like for an angel, it's probably like that.
Yeah.
Where they look really close to each other or the same size, But like the ant is like, yo, that's a huge speck.
Godzilla's huge.
There's a total cop out, but there's something to it. Just go with my ant answer, Dan. Or like forced perspective type thing, where it's like because they're so big or so high up, they get different perspective and everything looks closer. You know? Does that make sense?
What's freaky about that thing with the thing?
The thing with the thing?
Yeah, the thing you were telling me.
The kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, I'll get to that. So then
just to feel that so quickly. You didn't even bring it up.
That's why it was crazy.
Yeah.
And she was she was testing the pendulum. It wasn't supposed to be an actual reading answer.
Yeah, just like I said, that must be a strong.
Yeah. Gamera is either a genetically engineered creature made to destroy another genetically engineered species of carnivorous birds, or a prehistoric turtle that for some reason can fly through outer space. Damn. Jeff Morris is here.
Okay.
Touche turtle. That's funny. What was I saying? So we're reading the dolls. The Nun, everyone got a chill. Everyone could agree on the Nun. That it was a very chill vibe, very nice. Had a J name, I think he was. And well, some people went back and forth about saying whether it was actually a female or actually a nun spirit in the doll. We don't think it was a nun in the doll. But it was still very nice. But she basically said that all the dolls there are to protect the space and to have good energy.
Okay.
Then we finished with the dolls, talking about more random stuff. We never used our cards. We just used the pendulum. She says they do different things each time.
Were you and your friend the only two new people there?
Yes. No. I think so.
And did they tell you about like the next thing to go to?
Yeah, they're saying there's a few other classes, but she's gonna post everything on the Facebook. What else? I think even Amoeba would need oxygen. Gamera is like a godlike in the Showa era. Where is this from? Gamera. I don't know. But
Yeah, I have no idea.
so after we finished the dolls, we started reading each other. And I was like, oh great. So then I read this girl.
Yes, but this was the true test for you to see if you had the ability.
I know, I was like, oh, my social anxiety was like freaking me out. And but it was like, this is literally how readings are. Like if you want to read people, this is how it's gonna be, bitch. Like get used to it, you know?
Exactly.
And then Gamera is like the John Cena of kaiju.
Oh.
Kaiju said.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I guess you can say no one can see Gamera.
That's funny. Do you think Gamera will ever meet with Godzilla or Giant Robo and Johnny Suko? Majosa said. I feel like my brother would have answers for you because he loves Godzilla.
Yeah. I don't think they're talking about
Psychic stuff?
the psychic stuff. Yeah, but they're leaving that to you.
No, that's fine because they're probably scared of the dolls and they're trying to change conversation so that they don't get scared.
That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not scared. You're scared.
Yeah. What else? No, Toho will never let Godzilla and Gamera cross over.
I guess that's the creator.
That's crazy. Oh yeah.
Happened?
What?
What else happened?
Actually, I'm not afraid of haunted dolls, Kaiju said. Good. They were awesome. I really want one of those. Like, I don't know. I was trying to look at the brand.
There's a brand of haunted doll.
No, like of that type of doll. They looked porcelain. They were like 12 to 16 inches. My guess was. Oh, it was a funny story. Kaiju said I would 100% go ghost hunting. It's so funny because we were going to. Like as I sat down, they're like, is anyone afraid of ghost hunting? And one bitch ruined it for everyone. She was like a new girl that one of the girls brought, and she's like, yeah, like, and she's like, if I anything's about ghosts, I'm leaving. And
really?
yeah, because we were gonna do like a spirit box app or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan said I wouldn't F with Robert. Bitch, when I walked in, I effing saw Annabelle the doll in an effing glass case. I was like, don't tell me this bitch got effing Annabelle or something like that. But no, it was just Raggedy Ann doll, like in a glass case to make it look like it was Annabelle. And I was like, that's so funny. But she said that the cat attacked the thing one time, like nicely, because there's only good stuff in the dolls. But I just found it so funny. And I wanted to laugh out loud when I saw that because I was like, there's no effing way you have Annabelle. But that's hilarious how you have it set up to look like Annabelle. But I need a Raggedy Ann doll, by the way. It is happening. I will get one. But anyway, so we're reading each other. I go with the pendulums. Yeah, so we have to test it first, blah blah. It was hard to read her because like so many people were talking at once.
Okay.
Everyone was reading everyone at once. So you were hearing different things and you like had to focus. Because otherwise I felt like I was going to say something that someone else said, you know? Or be influenced by what someone else read.
Okay.
And I'm just like, the real Annabelle is Raggedy Ann. Yeah. But in the movie she doesn't look like that because, you know, people are dumb, they want to be accurate. But yeah, in real life she's Raggedy Ann. What did I read for her?
That's all that bait said, right?
Yeah. Does anyone remember Trilogy of Terror and the doll story in it? No, I've never heard of that. But yeah, I was reading her great grandma, and I said the name is an A or an S, but I'm getting S much stronger. And she's like, it took her a bit, but then she was like, oh, her actual name does start with an A, but we knew her as Mama S. Like, I'm not gonna say the actual name because I also don't remember, but also privacy reasons. But I was just like, bitch, what? She's like, that's why you felt the S stronger, because we didn't know her by her A name. We knew her by the S name. And I'm like, bitch. Because, like, I wasn't really good with the pendulum. Like, I didn't know what to ask her. And she wasn't asking me what to ask, you know? So I was just like, okay. So I'm just like, I'm going to go off on my own now. And I just felt like a grandma figure above her, like, her left shoulder floating. Was trying to, like, talk to me, but, like, couldn't get words across. And I don't know if that's because she was trying to talk in Spanish super fast and I wasn't understanding the grandma spirit or what, but I don't know. I was just getting hand motions. I was getting like this or like something like that. So in my mind, I couldn't really see how she looked, but I was just like that, you know. And then
to see that and then her tell you that her grandmother.
When I flipped out over the name accuracy, I was like, I got an A, but then I think it's an S. She's like, no, you're right. Yes, she's like, you're right with the A. And she's like, wait, no. We used to call her by the S. But her actual name is A. I'm like, bitch, stop. And then, what else?
That's impressive.
Yeah, it was crazy.
If you believe in it or not, if you can get that accurate without even never meeting that person.
No, not at all.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't know that person from a home or.
Literally.
So, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not blowing smoke up here. That's pretty impressive.
And if anyone says like, "Oh, you cold read her," I'm like, no. First of all, she had a very reserved like aura about her, very like confident, and just like was waiting to see what you're gonna say. Didn't coax you, didn't do nothing. And I didn't even look at her. Like I was looking around. I was like looking behind her, so I wasn't getting fed by her facial expressions, you know.
Yeah.
So, then, what else? Do you want me to say what that thing psychic said when she read my pendulum?
You're good.
Yeah, so then, like, you have to test your pendulum to make sure it doesn't lie to you, apparently. So you have to say, show me yes, and see what it does. Mine did forward and back for yes. And for no, it just did a circle. And so she was testing hers to ask me questions. And because she has 3 kids, so she was testing her pendulum by asking the pendulum if I had kids, and it said no. And then out of nowhere, like, the shop owner is watching us, and she's like, what'd it say? Like, she's like, do you have kids? And I was like, no. I said, no, I don't have any. She's like, really? Like, I think you're gonna have one. And I'm just like, what? Because, like, we were just talking about that. About it possibly, maybe. But it's so possibly maybe, and then for this bitch to be like, yeah, I'm just like, what? You know, it was so crazy. And she was even like, she was just like, not eavesdropping, but like, she was just like looking around at everyone's readings, you know, and she just saw us at that particular moment, and she was just like, no? She's like, well, then you most likely will have one. And I'm just like, bitch. That was crazy.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. It was weird because we just talked about that, like, what, 2 days prior. But, so that was crazy too. And what else?
Fucking weird.
Very weird. Psychics, man. Psychics,
dude. Psychics, brother.
Then we had to sit back to back with people, but she put me with her again. And my dumbass didn't know how the thing was supposed to go, so I thought we had to read each other. It was only one person reading. It was supposed to be her reading me, but she got pain in right ear, and I was just talking to my friend on the way there about how I need to go to the ear doctor because of my ear. It's been bothering me for years, but more so recently. And she's like, yeah, I heard the word trouble, and I felt pain in my right ear, and I'm like, this bitch, how? You know? It's crazy. Then
I think that you guys have some kind of gift can't really be.
But that's all they were telling me, is that, like, I was accurate, and the only thing I lacked was confidence in my abilities.
I believe that.
Yeah. And what else?
Yeah, I really do believe that.
Oh, you could paint that bitch's legs.
Yeah.
What is that? Barbed wire?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the lasso of truth, but instead it's barbed wire.
That's dumb. What else? Sat back to back. Oh yeah, so the second girl I sat back to back with literally just listed off facts from front to back, bitch. She's like, glasses, long hair, long dark brown hair, green. I was wearing green at the time. She's like lots of green.
Yeah.
Pet cat. Very creative. Like, literally everything this bitch said was just right. I'm just like nodding and smiling the whole time because you can't say a word while they're reading.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, she turned around, she's like, oh my god, it's you, because the owner has long brown hair and glasses too, so she thought she was reading the owner again, which goes to show you that, like, the bitch knew me, you know, like, she knew she was reading my energy, but she didn't even know how accurate she was.
Yeah.
Because then she's like, I was getting live events, and she likes reading her tarot cards, and that's another reason why she thought she was reading the shop owner. She's like, something about events and community and friends and weddings and all that stuff. Like, that's everything she was saying.
Holy shit.
I'm just like, well, we wanted to film of weddings. Yeah. We were at a wrestling show, like, we filmed live production and stuff. And like, my mom's an event planner. Like, we plan events all the time. I'm getting married soon. Like, she's like, what? She's like, you're very creative, but you're pulled in all bunch of directions. I was like, yeah, like, I start one thing, I don't finish it, I start another thing. She's like, oh yeah, you need to be grounded. You have to focus on grounding yourself.
They said she's a handful.
Yeah, so then at the end, we're all just bullshitting because it's the end of the class now. So it's just like random conversations or whatever, and somehow astrology comes up. She's like, you look like a water sign. I was like, yeah, I'm a Pisces. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, I'm a Cancer or something. And then I was like, she's like, what's your moon and rising? I was like, Pisces, Sun, Aries, Moon, Taurus, rising. She's like, oh, you're a handful. I was like, that is literally what my fiance says all the time. She's like, poor fiance. She's like, if your Aries moon is in your 12th house, she's like, oh my god. And I didn't know at the time, but my Aries moon is in the 12th house.
Yeah.
So, I'm a crazy bitch is honestly what she said. I'm just kidding, but not kidding. But yeah, it was funny, and I was like, oh, I like these people.
They're my people, man.
Yeah, they're funny. I mean, it's a bit a couple egos, but like they're all nice enough to like help you. You know,
Yeah.
they're not like they might look hoity-toity or like elitist, some of them,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean they are. You know,
Gotcha.
or at least not yet. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm just very like spiritual people, man. You gotta be careful with their egos and shit. Because it's like, oh, well, I can see things that you can't see, so therefore their ego just goes through the roof, you know?
Yeah, but at least you had a positive experience.
Yeah.
What was the? Remember you went to the other one with the lady with the candle blowing out?
Oh God. Oh my God. I still want to go to that class there just to see what it's like in person, to see if she's as crazy as she seems. You know?
Oh, stupid.
There's another store where this bitch is crazy, and like, first of all, I started reading all this shit like when I was little, right? And I read all the books back then. And nowhere did it. This is my little pet peeve of blowing out a candle versus snuffing it. And I like fire a lot. I mean, I'm an Aries moon, so that could be why I like fire so much. But like, I almost cried in college when the firefighters did a demonstration and they extinguished the fire and people were clapping because they extinguished the fire. That made me sad and angry because I felt for the fire. Like, that's how crazy I am.
Yeah.
So that'll tell you enough, right? Then
Yeah.
so anyway, all of a sudden, like, even on TikTok, obviously on TikTok, everyone's talking about how you should not blow out candles and you have to snuff them with a candle snuffer.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what the did this come from? This is bullshit. Like, I've read the opposite in all these books growing up. Why all of a sudden now are we not allowed to blow out candles? We blow out birthday candles. You're making a wish and you're blowing them out. Why is that not allowed now? It made no sense to me. And I go to the store and this girl's explaining this to a guy who's buying like a spell candle. He's like, she's like, you can absolutely not blow it out. You have to snuff it, blah blah. And I'm just like, what the? And like, I've heard her say it on multiple occasions, and I heard multiple people say it on other occasions. I'm just like, that's like so disrespectful to me. I'm like, you're supposed to be working with the spirit of fire. Why are you snuffing it out? First of all, the word snuff means to kill. So I just don't get it at all. And then the only time you should snuff a candle out is when you're pausing the ritual, in my opinion. Or you have to be right back or something. Like, if you're pausing it.
See, you're a witch. That's your practice.
I'm saying they're wrong.
But that's your I like that. I'm saying that they're fucking wrong.
Exactly. Because first of all, your breath has your intention, right?
Okay.
It has your spirit, all that stuff. Spells, you whisper spells. Some witches back then were called like whisperers. That's what I think what sorcerer means. It's supposed to mean whisper. Spells are like words. Magic has to do with the word and talking, and you pray over things. Breath is very important. So if you blow out a candle, you are making you're transforming the candle into spirit. You're transforming the fire into spirit with your breath.
Okay.
Which is just explaining that is more powerful than snuffing it out by taking all the oxygen out of the flame and until it goes away. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So anyway, ever since I heard that crazy bitch say that, now I want to go to one of her classes because I'm just like, what does this bitch actually believe? If that's so crazy that this bitch is like saying this to people.
It's funny.
And if she says something, I will say my case.
I will call that bitch out because we
I will. So, I will 100% will. I'll raise my effing hand. But,
I fucking will. I'll raise my goddamn hand.
I'll raise my hand, bitch. I didn't raise it in school, but I'll raise it then. But yeah, it was pretty cool. You got to pet a cat randomly.
That's always fun, huh?
What?
I said that's always fun, right?
It's so soft, so cute. What else? So yeah, basically I realized I did pretty good. This other girl was like, I got so much confidence in myself. And then that girl, we're talking about auras too. And Like I was too shy in the beginning to like talk a lot, but I think that was because those people were there often, so they all know each other, and it's easier for them to talk, right? Because by the end, I was just shouting stuff out, but not in the beginning. And we were talking about auras, kind of in the beginning. And I said it's easier to see them when you take your glasses off because you have to be unfocused, like your eyes have to be unfocused. And like they're trying to read the one girl's aura and stuff like that. Oh, the reason why that girl didn't want to do ghost hunting or anything about spirits was because she lived alone. And people are like, oh, that makes sense. Because, bitch, I'd be scared. Right? You do ghost hunting, then you come home, and now every single sound you hear, you think it's a ghost.
Yeah, you think something.
And it's Thursday, so the bitch has to work.
The fucking cat just went in the bed before you went live, and you're like, did I bring a ghost home?
Yeah. So we were.
Imagine if you lived alone.
We were yeah, exactly. We were sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden, this bitch bolts to the bathroom, the empty, dark bathroom, and just stares at the wall. And I'm like, bro, what now? And she did say the shop owner said that people have seen stuff in their house after. Oh no, the girl said she had a dream of this girl. She thought it was one of her dolls, but we think it was one of the Celtic goddesses. What else? Hurry up and color that bitch, babe.
I'm trying to figure out what color one it was.
The same gray's legs.
No, the gray supposed to be like stockings. And then I'm gonna make the gloves kind of like black. But I just wanted to do purple on it, so it looks purplish black. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's done.
They said the readings were different every time, or like the exercises were different every time. And
I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, we didn't even get to our cards. Like, we just did the pendulum.
Yeah.
And I just, like, free read.
Okay.
But, so anyway, if anyone wanted a reading now.
Did the lady from, like, Moon Enchanted tell you, like, yo, man, you're pretty good, you just need confidence?
No, the two girls that read me said that.
Okay.
Because I read for one, I didn't read for the other one. The one girl just read me.
Okay.
They said my friend was pretty good. Pretty accurate.
Really?
Yeah, they were like reading her whole astrology just based on her face. They're like, you look like an air sign.
Is she a good reader too?
That's funny. Bear 11's like, do me. Same time said, don't do it. Because I scared same time with the reading.
Yeah, really.
That's funny. Don't do it. I'm doing it same time. Do you have any specific questions, Bear 11, or you just want a general reading? Box is pretty spot on. Thank you, same time. Was this a class you took, or was this a job you were trying to get? No, this was a class I took. Yeah, it was a 2-hour psychic development class at a witch store. This was my first time going to a class specifically for that. I have gone to an open Wiccan circle one time where we did... No, I went to a tarot class once. But it wasn't a class, it was just like we just... No. We read each other at the open Wiccan circle when I was in college. And I think I went to another one, which is like a tarot reading or tarot practice. But that was like, we weren't reading for people necessarily. We were just like, we would read like one person at a time, then everyone would just pick one card out of the deck and they would just read that one card. Like, that was pretty much it. But this was like literally like 2 hours of like talking about how to develop your psychic abilities. Bear 11 says just go for it. Okay. And the girl was reading me. She said I liked reading my cards, and they said I was accurate. So I didn't read my cards at the thing though. But
yes, I remember you reading them at that party when we went to with your family.
Oh yeah, I was reading my cousins.
They said you were pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I read my cards, so we'll see. We'll see.
problem, Shane.
Okay, good night. I gotta do that right after this. I'll just do this one reading and then that will be it for today.
Day 16, congratulations.
Thank you. Are you starting something new, Bear 11? Do you have a new idea for something? Do you have something new?
You did just start making dioramas.
Well, it says past was exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness. Basically, like you were like pretty lost, exhausted. You're like, yo, I gotta do something different. But you have a new idea for something. And you have a new idea, but you may be still feeling the weight of the exhaustion and burnout, so you might not be. Because look, that's crazy. You got Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups, but they're opposite each other, so they're kind of canceling each other out. Like, you have a new idea, but you don't have energy to do the idea. Unfortunately. And then you got Four of Wands, but it's reversed. You got, what is this? Okay, hold on. You got 2 4s. You got 2 aces. That's really weird. But back of deck is Temperance. Yeah, Bear 11 says start doing dioramas. Temperance, upside down, imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. Temperance, upside down. So you need to find balance so that you can execute things properly. I feel like it's gonna be a slow going because you need to find balance. But once you find balance, it'll be good. But I think it's just like you have four of swords. Yeah, so the swords are mental. So you had a lot of mental stress or mental stuff that was like weighing you down to the point of burnout or exhaustion, restlessness, all this, or you were having like, you're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, you know, you're having so many ideas but you weren't doing them. Could have been that, but it could have also just been like physical burnout. But I don't think it's physical. I think it was mental exhaustion because of the swords.
I've been there.
And it just sucks because it's literally, you got Ace of Wands and opposite Ace of Cups. So you just have it says lack of motivation, delays, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighed down, boredom, love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, proposal, marriage. Literally, like, it's like you have all this new stuff, but you are lacking the energy to do it. I take care of my mom who has dementia and it's stressful. Yo, because this one says Four of Wands upside down says personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown communication, home conflict, transition, transience. So it says this is supposed to be upright, like a happy couple. Like it's supposed to be home, like happy home, but it's upside down. So it's like, not that it's not happy at home, but that's just, it's tough because it's still a happy card. It's just has some trouble, you know? And also that explains now the mind stuff. You said dementia. This is Four of Swords reversed, which is mental stuff, mental exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, stress. You said stress. That's that card. That's literally that card. And then okay, hold on. Yeah, so these are both supposed to be like when a guy's on a horse and they say charge and like the whole army goes ahead. Like that's what ace cards are supposed to be. You know, you got Ace of Cups here, but you have Ace of Wands upside down. So it's like,
What does that mean?
it's like as if they said charge, but to a wall, because they're reversing itself. They're going back. Well, yeah, because it's like cups are emotions, and wands are like passions. I mean, this sounds like the same thing, but like wands are like willpower. You know, you could want all these things, dream of all these things, but you don't have the willpower to do it. Then you can't do it. And unfortunately, they seem to be clashing right now. And it could be because of the home and stress, like your mom.
You have a lot on your plate.
Yeah, you have a lot on your plate, basically. And so basically, honestly, the bottom of the deck card is upside down temperance, which is imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. So you literally just, and look, he's got 2 cups and he's pouring into both cups. It's funny because you have Ace of Cups. You know? So you just gotta balance things properly. You got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. So like, which is funny because 1 foot on the ground is like, you can run like that, but 1 foot in the water is Ace of Cups. So like, you can be all emotional and passionate about stuff as you want, but you gotta still be able to like run on the ground, you know what I mean? Say me what words. So if you could just find balance, and this is 14, you got 2 4s, 2 1s, and 1 4. 1 4 is 14. So you got only 1s and 4s, which is pretty interesting because 1 is like the beginning, the start of something new, and 4 is about stability. So if you could just stabilize stuff, you should be fine. But don't feel bad that if you feel like you have all these ideas and you're not doing them, like don't get down on yourself. Just be like, yo, I need a balance. I need like take time to do what has to be done and then take however much time to do this, you know?
That's good advice.
I hope that helped.
You're good.
I'm okay.
Don't downplay it, lady, all right? I'm giving you a compliment.
Thank you.
You're very good.
I try.
I mean, look at that. You just said that to him and he told you what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
That was mental exhaustion, and that's the definition of mental exhaustion.
Yeah.
On both parts. Him and his mom. Spot on, Fox, he said.
That's what I'm talking.
Thank you!
So don't sit here and tell me you're all right. I'm telling you, man.
This is my new cup. Everyone enjoy it. I'm happy that I read it properly.
You have a talent, lady.
Thank you.
Even though you don't want to admit it.
Like, yeah, I could read the cards, and yeah, I could, like, see people's spirits and shit around them. I definitely got mental exhaustion and burnout, but 11 just said.
Yeah.
Bitch, I saw it in the cards. I need a t-shirt that says that. I saw it in the cards.
Saw it in the card.
That's so funny. Kaiju said, okay, Epsom salt bath is done. Bong rips were taken. Pumpkin ice cream in hand. Reading stream rolling. Good times. That's funny. That's awesome.
I have another one. Does anybody else want a reading?
Yeah, I didn't want to do thank you. Samuel says nice cup. I wanted to do like a spirit one this time instead of a card reading. I want to get good at seeing and hearing spirits more. You know, because I think that's cooler. So, does anyone have any dead people that they want me to talk to? I said it like that on purpose. To be an asshole. I'm just
I would
kidding.
say my dad again, but I don't need him to tell me to cut the grass again.
That's funny. Let's use a pencil this time.
I would say do the cards. We're going for the job.
Oh, they said you were gonna get the job. The pendulum. I asked the pendulum if you're gonna get the job. They said yes.
At this point, it's a foregone conclusion. The guy basically told me he'd get it, but yes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted it was a good decision to take.
Do you want the cards for that?
Think you could read that for me? I don't want to hear the answer. Like, is it going to be stressful for me? Is what I'm asking.
This one says no because of your negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. I think it's only a bad idea because you keep thinking it's a bad idea.
I think you might be right, my lovely lady.
This says negative thoughts and self-imposed restriction. I told you that earlier without cards.
Yeah.
You have to change your own mindset around it.
Yeah. You did say that. I mean, I think it's going to be great. Because you keep, I mean...
See, look, then I just pulled another one that said maybe, but you need to do some soul-searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth-seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. Again, has to do with thoughts, changing your thoughts around stuff. That's 8 and 9. Look at that. 8 and 9. Two entirely different things. This is major arcana and this is minor arcana. So they're not even related. They don't even go in order. And this is 8 and 9. So you have to realize that you have all this negative bullshit surrounding the idea and then work on it to fix it.
Yeah. All right.
Because then, look, then you start back at 0. You go 8, 9, 0. What in the actual F? It literally just went 8, 9, 0. It went back to the beginning, which is the Fool. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. So once you get your shit together, babe, mentally, and do some soul searching, you'll realize how great this is because now you're starting at the beginning of the Fool's journey, the greatest self-transformation journey, and you have all this optimism once you can clear through your bullshit.
That sounds pretty spot on, lady. It's a new beginning.
Look, the bitch is blind and tied up by her own thoughts. Then the hermit is by himself in the dark, but he's got a light, and he has to look inside of himself to find the way. Once he finds the way, he's the Fool walking off a cliff in blind faith, trust in life, optimism. He's like, I got this. I don't care what the next step is. I got this. Look how great life is. Look how shiny and blue and yellow the sun is in the sky. I got a little white dog next to me. I got my little bindle, and I'm going on this journey, and everything is awesome. But he had to go through the work first. You go 8, 9, 0.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty what I needed to hear. Just go in with a positive outlook, and it'll be good. Stu's here. What's up, Stu?
What's up, Stu? It's not even just that.
No? It's more?
You can't go in with a positive outlook. You have to figure out why you're having negative thoughts around us and change that. Change the old story. You are no longer the old story.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Basically, stop thinking like I need.
You are not a victim anymore.
Yeah.
See, victim mentality is what this is. The first one. It literally says it right here. Self-imposed restriction. You're stopping yourself from possibilities.
That is okay. Aligning bullshit. Pretty spot on.
I know. But you need to go inside yourself. You need to do some soul searching, introspection, and realize how great it is. And only then, after you come out the other side, because it's nighttime goes into daytime, then you're like, oh shit, this is awesome. The Fool is one of the best cards because you're like, it's like super optimistic. Like, well, not really Hakuna Matata, Stu. More like, yeah, exactly. Eliminate the negative, accentuate the positive. Not only that, Stu, he has to change his story. Everyone has a story they tell about themselves. Like, oh, I'm this, I'm good at this, I'm bad at this. This is who I am. This is what made me who I am today. Blah blah. You can erase that any day. It's like how Christians are like, I'm born again. All they did was get some water on them. You can do that when you shower. Technically, you can be born again every time you shower. So it's like that. You need to be born again into a new story. And that's what these little 3 cards are literally saying. I've never seen a better a better story arc than these 3 cards right here. 8, 9, and 0. That is crazy with the numbers.
So that was a good drawing.
Yeah. And I was just trying to pull 1 card for you. And I got these 3.
That was pretty spot on, my love. Thank you.
Yeah.
What I needed to hear.
Yeah.
God, you're good.
I know.
My lady, everybody.
But I want to do some spirit readings.
What?
I'm going to try to see if I get any spirits. Any spirits in the chat? Thank you, Bear 11. He gave me all this applause.
Good. She deserves it. She's pretty fucking good. She's pretty goddamn good. And it's scary. And it's scary how good she is.
I got a Charles. I mean, that's Bear 11 Charlie.
No, his name is Cliff.
Okay. You're a stupendous fox. Stu, don't make my head big.
Doesn't take much, Stu.
Does anyone know someone named Charles?
I knew of a Charles. He was always in charge.
I don't get it.
There was a TV show called Charles in Charge.
No. Wow, Bear 11 says she's extremely spot on for my reading. I am so happy to hear that. I should just believe in myself more.
It'd be nice. It would be fucking nice. It would be wonderful if you could do that once in a while.
Stu said he lived upstairs.
Wow.
Wait.
Charles?
But then Kaiju said I had an Uncle Charlie, but nobody called him Charles. Is Stu talking about the show you were referencing, or does he know someone who lived upstairs named Charles?
I don't know.
Because in my head I saw a lantern. Oh, no. Stu said that's part of the theme song.
Oh.
Charles and Charlie, that's what I thought. I saw in my head, I heard the word lantern in my head, but I think it was probably just a hermit card. So I tried to draw it, but this looks more like a birdhouse. Does anyone know anyone who had birdhouses?
Chuck, where's your birdhouse at?
Stu said my dead brother is Charlie, though, no lie. Bitch.
That's a little spooky.
Yep. He said dead brother. I'm like, yo. I specifically asked for any spirits in the chat. So any spirits related to people in the chat.
That's why I said that,
yeah. Anyone know anyone with birdhouses? I don't know if they collected birdhouses, they liked feeding the birds, or there's just like one birdhouse in the front that kind of looks like this.
If Stu turns around and says he owns a custom birdhouse shop,
No, it doesn't have to be a custom birdhouse shop. It's just someone who had an affinity for birds, or a bird feeder that just always sat in the front of the house or something like that.
As a matter of fact, Fox, he was the bird champion of the...
Charlie was deep into fishing. Okay.
So he was no ornithologist.
Did anyone call him Charles? Like, was Charlie short for Charles, or is it just literally Charlie? My dad and I used to build birdhouses, Bear 11 said. Bitch! Didn't you just say that?
Yeah. Birdhouse shop, my thing.
That's the same thing. They used to build birdhouses. Did they look like this, Bear 11? And you know what's crazy?
Huh?
He's Bear 11 Charlie with the birdhouses, and I wrote Charles.
That's true.
Am I still reading for Bear 11? Or am I reading Stu's brother? Hold on, can you see the birdhouse? That's kind of what I drew. Did it look like that?
And he's like, get the fuck out of my head, Fox.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Charlie says, I love my good and plenty. The candy? Anyone, something, Bear 11 said close. Something with this, I don't know if it's the beginning of a last name, V-I-N-S-T. I didn't know what else goes after that, but I got like V-I-N-S-T. Could be a place, could be a last name, I don't know. A street, Vin Street, I don't know. Something about envelopes. Anyone had a birdhouse that like was a mailbox? Or something? Another candy commercial song we used to sing that to him, my brother. Oh, I love my good and plenty.
I remember Good and Plenty.
Yeah, I think my dad liked those.
You usually get them at movie theaters.
I have a birdhouse outside my front window close to your drawing, Bear 11 said. I said it was in the front of the house.
You did. Alright. I'm old school. Lady?
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
Thank you. I got something about envelopes. I don't know what about envelopes. Is it a mailbox? Is something about mailbox? No, I don't know. Not mailbox. Envelopes specifically.
Here, let me drop it. Yeah, that's how I get my mail from Ravens. Perfect. Just drop it off.
I leave it in the. What? Bear 11 said, okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Yeah.
I mean, same time warned you, did he not?
He did.
Did he not? Same time warned you.
I have been saying it since the get-go.
Should it? What is there something about the number 8? I don't think so, but I just want to double check because I was drawing an 8 in the beginning, but I usually just I thought it was just part of my like circle to just like open up the channel, but I don't know anything about 8. If there is anything about 8, probably not. Anything about rainy days? Like liking rainy days?
That's like a rainy day.
Like heavy rain.
Who doesn't like rainy days, dude?
My dad and I built the mailbox at our house.
That's crazy.
Bear 11. Stop. Wait. Hold on.
What's up?
Is your dad alive, Bear?
That's a good question.
Because if he's not, then I'm scared too.
Yeah, because now you're tapping in, right?
Yeah. Because I just read cards for Bear 11, so it could be all for him, you know? It could just be continuing the reading.
You might just be like still feeling it, the aura.
Because I know you're caring for your mom, but is your dad alive still or no? Because that is now the question. He passed 3 years ago, bitch.
Alright, scary bitch.
I didn't get his name though, right? So I don't think his name is Charles. You would have said that. Or is it? Hold on, let me see.
I will say, when I first bought these skin tone color tattoos, I thought they were wasting money, but they're not.
No, his name is not Charles. Stu said my brother Charlie owned 11 teddy bears. Okay, not true. Only 11. I was gonna say only 11. But get it? Bear 11, Charlie. Charlie owned 11 teddy bears. But you can't just have 11. First of all, it's not even an even number. You have to have at least one more.
And that would make him bear 11, that would make him bear 12, Charlie.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I get his name. Does anything have to do with Vinst? Is that a last name? Is that a street? I don't know. Don't dox yourself, but if not, I don't know what that's about. Stu said I'm so punch drunk tired, goofy as hell. I got Paul. My dad and I have the same name. He was junior, I'm the third. So is it not Paul? Is Paul middle name? Do you know Bear 11's name?
His real name?
Yeah.
I know his first name.
It's not Paul, is it?
No.
Is Paul anyone's middle name?
Mine.
I know yours. Is it a last name? I don't know if Paul could be a last name. Hold on. Middle name does start with a P, but it's not Paul. Bitch. Philip? I don't know if I'm guessing randomly like that or...
Careful's my middle name. Actually, it's Philip.
You got Bear 11 laughing. Who said I was starting to freak them out? That was Bear 11, wasn't it? Frank's here.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, what's up, bud?
I was seeing like a path to your front door, or like a stair or two, but like a long one, you know, not like 3 stairs up, but like one of those like long sidewalks that are like boom, boom. Does that make sense? So like 3 stairs. Are there 3 stairs to your front door? I'm getting a lot about the front of the house.
What about for
I got envelopes. I got bird house. I got 3 stairs leading up to your front door, but it's like a long path. No, there's no. Is there not a long path, but is there like a decently sized path leading to the door? Like from the street to the door? With grass on either side? Why am I getting stuff about the front door? Is this anyone else's house that you know of? It's annoying because, like, yes. So, is it yes to grass on either side of the path? Oh, so it's yes to, like, it being a slightly long path. By steps, I don't mean, like, boom, boom, boom. I mean, like, little changes in elevation, you know? On the path. I don't know why I'm getting the front yard so much. But I'm seeing it as if, like, someone's standing at the front door looking out. Yes to all. Yes to all, bitch. Stop.
Highly impressive, lady. Okay.
Stop, bitch. Even with the grass on either side? Bitch. Are they just trying to make me feel good?
I am not him. I don't know.
Don't be lying. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I did come from a psychic class, so my psychic powers are probably elevated. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I don't think he patronized you. I mean, I don't know.
No, just make sure that I'm, like, accurate. If I don't make any sense to you, let me know. Path with grass on both sides. Concrete is uneven. Bitch. Bitch.
It's funny.
Bitch. Okay. What about the front yard, though? Why am I being shown the front yard so much? I'm seeing it from having your back to the front door, looking out. Like, is that something your dad did? Like, just stand outside and, like, look over his property or something like that? Look across the street or something? I don't know.
What is he, an old Italian dad?
I don't know, maybe.
The grandpa would do that. She'd just stand outside and stare.
Yeah, just standing outside and staring. I'm not saying they did that. I'm just saying, like, maybe that's a reason why I'm getting the front yard so much and seeing it from that angle. Like, I'm not seeing the house. I'm not seeing the front of the house. I'm just seeing, like, as if my back is to the front of the house. I don't know why. That's not my problem. I'm getting all these images all the time, and, like, it's hard to get meaning from it. You know? Like, what are you trying to tell me about the house? Like, is that... My dad is probably telling me to get my ass outside and clean up the yard. That's so funny because that's what his dad told him.
Yeah.
Right, babe?
That's the grass.
Literally, it was just gay. When I was reading his dad, he was literally just cut the grass, cut the grass, cut the grass. That is so funny.
Which is odd, because the grass isn't that bad.
No, I know. But it could just be like they were saying, like, just clean up. I don't think that's it. Actually, it might be, because it's like telling you to clean up the yard. That could just be like take pride in the house, you know? Yeah. Take pride in the front of the house. Maybe that's why I'm seeing it like just like looking over it, the front. You know? Was it your dad's house? Like, was it your parents' house? Like, did they buy it and shit or whatever? You know? Or is it your place? I don't know. It's your parents' house? I said yes. Okay.
I'm really impressed with my lady. You need to exploit your gift. It'll take you to all the
like a circus?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Everybody will have to pay. That's right, everybody.
I just wear like a thing across my eye, so it looks like we gouged out my eye, so I can't see, so I can only see the spirit world. That'll be my shtick. A lot of pride in keeping the house and yard looking good. Yeah. My dad had a lot of pride. Is that what you mean? In keeping the house and yard looking good. Yeah. So that could just be it, because all I'm getting is the house. It's like all about the house. Like,
Bear 11 seems like we had pretty much the same father.
yeah. Well, was Bear 11's dad in the military or just Bear 11?
I don't know.
Because it could be a military thing. I don't know. If your dad was in the military, I don't know. But
Could have just been that generation. They took very much pride in their lawn care.
well, yeah, it's the face of the house, you could say, the lawn,
Very good.
or the hair of the house.
Very good point.
Don't walk out with your hair a mess. You wouldn't have your lawn looking a mess. Now, if that's something your dad said, I would literally leave. I would just shut the stream off because I would be so impressed with my accuracy. I'm just kidding. His dad was in the Navy.
Okay.
Did he send letters? Did he send letters? Because there's effing, I got envelopes.
It's crazy.
Or is there a letter that, like, you have from him that he wrote or something? I don't know. What's about letters and envelopes? I know you guys made the mailbox, and I don't know if that's as far as the connection to envelopes goes. Could be. Or it could be that he wrote letters. Or kept letters. Or something. And I just saw... Hi, Jetman.
What's up, gentlemen?
I'm seeing something about a keychain. Like a metal ring. But I don't know what's on it. I just see a metal ring. But like the ring of a keychain. There's a box of letters between my mom and dad sitting in the hallway. Bitch.
Oh, my lovely wife.
From when he was in the Navy. Oh, letters between his parents. So his dad would send his mom letters when he was in the Navy. Yo, I got envelopes. And I drew a letter. Like literally like the letter. An envelope. I mean, that's crazy.
Is the universe telling you that you have a gift?
Is there anything about a keychain ring? Is that what it's called?
What?
Like the ring for a keychain, with just the ring.
Yeah, keychain ring, yeah.
The keychain ring. Something about a keychain ring. Yeah. Bitch, if you're looking through that box of envelopes and an effing keychain ring falls out, remember this moment. Oh, I'm sorry, Bear Lenny says he misses his dad. Well, maybe he's telling you to go through the envelopes. That's a thought I had. I don't know if he's telling you like.
Brother, I was there a couple days ago. Trust me, my wife had to pick me up.
Yeah, maybe he's saying to go through the envelopes and take care of the yard so that you can like have pride in the yard and feel closer to him. Maybe that's why. You know. Wait, who did he say had a P as the middle name?
Did he say his father?
I think so. They have the same name. And Paul's not the middle name, but it does start with a P. I think that's his dad with the middle name is the P.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that I'm getting him so clearly, Bear 11, means that like he's still around you very, 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 very strongly. And especially, and I think you'll feel closer to him, or you'll feel him, if you do like how I see, where you're like standing in front in the front door, looking out, you know, at the yard, like looking out at the birdhouse, looking out at the mailbox, and even I don't know, I'm not telling you what to do, but like, since you're taking care, he's taking care of his mom, right, Bear 11?
Yes.
So if you read those letters between them, I don't know if you want to, but like, you know, it probably make you feel closer to them, especially with your mom like that, your dad gone, and it'll probably remember better times or how they were, something like that. You know? Maybe that's why I got the word envelopes and I drew envelopes. I hope that helps.
You're such a beautiful soul, lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Now, I know you don't like ladies. I get that. But your guy, this guy, can color a fucking picture. Check that out. That's like something out of a comic book, dude. Look at that fucking owl, dude. Look at that fucking Ultraman.
Creepy eyes.
Girl. I mean, nailed it.
Look what Bear 11 says.
And
every morning I sit and look out the window at the birdhouse while eating breakfast. Bitch. Is it from this? If it's from this angle, the stream is done. Do you see it from this angle with the little front piece to the side when you're looking out the window?
Yes.
Bear 11 said, great job, Tony. And Stu said, is that evil Wonder Woman?
Yeah, that's, this is the Crime Syndicate.
Dan Alton, Tony, I took some more photos for your challenge today. You did nail it.
Oh, thanks, bud. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, I appreciate that, dude.
I hope I didn't... No, I see from the front. Okay.
I don't think you did anything out of line if that's what you're about to say.
What?
I'm asking you.
I hope I didn't make Bear 11 too sad.
That's what he said. I don't think so. I think
But,
in fact you might have helped him because we all want to hear from people that we love.
yeah, and it's definitely related to the front of the house, I feel like. If you want to feel him, he's in the front of the house area. And I think a good way would be to go through the envelopes. Or the letters or whatever, you know? And, because, like, when I read that girl, her great-grandma, like, she was like, now I see what psychics say on TV where it's like, oh, they pushed right to the front. Like, that bitch was so excited to be like, okay, like ready to talk to me, you know? Like, floating right over her left shoulder. So I was just like...
That's awesome.
Everyone's just floating around you, basically.
You can provide somebody with a little bit of closure.
I mean, I hope so. Bear 11, no, just happy to know that he's watching over us. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Bear 11, when she told me that my father was saying, go cut the grass, that's how I felt. I felt closer to him. Just to know that he's still there watching and making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing for everybody.
Yeah.
It means the world. And people like you make it happen, so you're amazing.
What, me?
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I can do this. I think the class didn't teach me anything really that I didn't already know technique-wise. It just taught me, like, to be confident in myself.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted the class to do anyway, so success. Plus, I read Complete Strangers.
Yeah.
So. And then they were able to, like, in real time, like, confirm it, so it helped. Then I got read by people too, and they told me that I was just as psychic as I thought I was and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
You're not confident. Now you gotta get confident.
Yeah. I'm happy I could help Bear 11. You got double read. You got cards and you got a reading. So you got stuff about your mom and your dad.
No.
Right? Because the cards are about your mom and then this was about your dad. That's cool.
Amen.
Oh, he sent hearts. Yay.
Like I said, if you can provide a little bit of help for people, take that as a win.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted for this channel, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it on that nice note. Plus, I'm getting tired and I have work tomorrow. And in 30 seconds, it's gonna be exactly an hour and 30 minutes. But I'll probably do more readings on Halloween because, you know, the veil is thinnest, and that's when like our loved ones come back anyway on Halloween.
Okay.
So it'll probably be a reading from the tent though.
Ooh.
Don't know how long I'm gonna be in the tent or what I'm gonna do exactly, but I will be doing some kind of reading on Halloween. So, new moon. Oh shit! When is the new moon? Stu said, "Peace out, Tony, and thank you, Fox, for the great stuff." Thank you.
Take it easy, Stu. Get some sleep, brother.
The new moon is soon. The 21st is the new moon. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Bear11, for being volunteered to be read and for providing all the facts when I was reading. So the new moon is the 21st. We'll see what I have planned that day. Stu said you have a wonderful Friday. Yes, TGIF. Good job tonight, Fox. Thank you, Dan. Yay!
Good job. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Be proud of yourself, lady.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Whispers in the night, shadows in the moonlight, figures in the fog, footsteps on the cold ground, creaking of the door, wind howls once more, eyes in dark corners, ghosts and old mourners, haunted dreams, silent screams, mystery looms in darkened rooms, lanterns glowing dim, faces looking grim, cobwebs hanging low, secrets they do show, voices call your name, playing in this game, chills run down